Hello and welcome to Cuphead, everyone's favorite horror game. I'm going to play through alone and then I'm gonna run the DLC. And that'll be all of the Cuphead content until I release the one that I did with my cousin. Which might never come out. But anyway, we can skip all of this. If you don't know the story, basically some dumb cup decided to deal with the devil too much and now they're gonna die. If you want to read this, you can just pause. Anyway, we gotta go kill a bunch of people so we can steal their soul. And this old guy, he is our mentor. Not important. At all. I don't have to do this, do I? I get a coin. I've played this game before. I haven't ever hit the third area yet, so I don't know what the third area is. Or what the bosses do, but I have played the first two completely. So hopefully I don't lose my mind. This guy gives us money, yes. Buy this or this? I'll get this and then I'll come back. Probably should not have gotten that first. I'll buy that for the dragon. Here we are with the gravestone man. I don't know his actual name. I'm sure I'll find out in a second here whenever I get his contract. So this guy, all he does is really just hop, and then every once in a while he'll stop, turn around, and turn into a fist. This is the start of the second phase where he just turns big, and that's about it. And he still acts the same where he throws a punch at us, and then just goes back to hopping. And this is him turning into a gravestone. I don't know if the gravestone hurts me, if it hits me on the fall. There we go. Easy kill. And that's Mr. Gravestone Man. In a minute 7. No way I don't get an A. Just because of... Oh, I do get an A. Okay. That was easy. Easy A, easy A. You gotta do this tutorial. It'd be easier if I got the bomb, but I'm not going to. Or like the super ability that I'll get later. Whenever I fight the carrot. Or not the carrot, the flower. But I'll just fight her until I get mad. Oh my gosh, that was fast. And I put on the wrong thing. Oh well, I'll just play this out. Or I didn't put on the right thing. That's what I meant to say. So basically, she turns into this bull on her second stage, guaranteed, and she just slashes forward, and it's really annoying if it catches you off guard. And those little Zeppelin thingamajigs just shoot bullets at me. And in this phase, she just gets her normal attacks, which is a laugh and those bullet things, with addition of a what is it? Something. And now this, she can turn into the twins, or whatever the heck that guy is, which I'm sure someone will tell me what it is. People even watch this video. I'm hoping people will. I'm gonna bomb her again. This should get her going towards her last stage. There we go. And then she just goes crazy for a second, and then she turns into a giant moon. And and she'll send UFOs at us, which are not very fun because they do that about 100% of the time. And I was halfway through. No.
A great slam.
Now I got the twins. Their whole thing is they just send a giant orb at me, and I have to dodge it while trying to watch for the bullets. Or whatever. There we go. She's dead. Easy. Easy kill. And we're gonna fight the onion. Wait, is it in? It's potato, onion, and carrot.
A
No,
brawl
sorry,
is
it's
surely
stages.
brewing. It's
This
on.
one, it'll just shoot at me, these like balls, and the last one I can parry. And then I just keep doing damage until it gets to its next phase. This one's not really much to talk about. The onion will start crying for no reason other than I'm probably shooting it too much. And then it'll start releasing these teardrops. And then that's just an easy kill. Now this last one is an interesting one. It's a carrot. And it'll send carrots flying at me. So I'll doing damage to it, I need to be hitting it. And then I need to watch for these side waves. Or hitting the carrots, I mean not it. Because I'm already shooting it, but... Can I super it from there? Yeah, there we go. That was a waste of a super. Now we move on. Ribby and Croaks. Oh, I didn't ever pay attention to the name of that thing.
A
Oh well,
great
who cares?
slam and
Not
then
important.
some.
So,
Here goes.
this is a fun fight. This front frog will send punches at me, and I've got to avoid them, and I am not very good, apparently. And then this other guy, the one in the back, will shoot fireflies out of his mouth in this first stage, and I've got to shoot him. Now this stage, homie will roll at me, and then just stand back there. And then this guy should turn into a fan, yep. And he will send Planis, the left guy will send Planis at me. And I just have to try to avoid them the best I can. Now they're in their final form, which is probably the worst one. They just turn into a slot machine. That's invincible, which I don't know why I'm shooting if it's invincible. But it'll roll, and based on the output, it'll send attacks based on the difficulty shown. And then, so this one is just me hopping on these things, nothing really serious. Guess something really serious. I'm gonna go back here, and it's the same phase, which is really good, because one of them is really annoying. Dang it. I should hop up there and then jump it. This is called Carnation, I think I saw right there.
It's
Not
on.
sure. So this first... Oh, well, I'm not even gonna do that.
Good day for a 12
This first
pack.
phase isn't
You're
that
up.
hard. I don't know how I got hit by that. I'm just bad. But he'll do this attack, which you just have to go above or bottom based on which way his body's going. And now let's see if he does it. This one, this one, this one. These balloons fall from the sky and they spawn enemies. And the one I just parried is one I was talking about earlier. That's really annoying if you don't take care of it. But like there, I'm gonna go down so I can avoid that. Those balloons otherwise don't really mean anything important. Now this is his second stage. He'll just send random stuff at me. It'll be a nuts or a boomerang. It'll be a nuts? Oh, well. It'll be nuts or the boomerangs that you're seeing. And the boomerangs aren't as bad as they seem, but... Now this is his third stage, which I got here really quickly. He'll send vines at the bottom and spit out random stuff. I don't really know what it is. Assuming it's like pollen or something. But like that, it'll mess with your screen. But he's just gonna keep sending these vines. And I just have to keep dodging while I kill the guy. Like that. Now is an easy first dot. Well, now we go into this dice block, which is called the die house. Which you can take as, like, dying, or the die on this king die's head, but that's not important. This guy is just telling me I can move on. I've cleared all the bosses. Now this is where it gets fun. This guy, I'm not really sure what he's on about. But something about working harder and not smarter or something. just a giant genie,
This time we'll get
but I
red
call him
ball.
Will Smith.
Now go.
I can just bomb him there. Now, his first wave isn't necessarily hard, you just have to learn how to dodge all the flying objects at you, but clearly I'm not good at doing that. As you can tell, I should not
A
be
great
using the
slam
bomb.
and then some. You're
So we'll have to
up.
try this again, and I'll try not to use the bomb, and maybe we'll see another one. Yeah, this one. These are the swords. They're really easy to dodge. Like, beyond easy. So look at the parries there, and now he turns into whatever this thing is, where we have to go through the holes in the wall. And we have to watch the saws while shooting him. This is doing damage to the boss, because these are just embodiments of him. And this is second stage, and then we'll see part 2 of the second stage in a second here. Where he's gonna pop back out, and he's gonna be in a sarcophagus for some reason. I don't really know. But this stage is probably the hardest one. So he'll send these planets out with the ghosts, and you can't do anything to the planets, but you can shoot the ghosts. But the idea is you just want to try to do damage to him while dodging the planets, which isn't that hard whenever he goes up or down, because the planets don't really follow as well. But now he comes back, and what he's gonna do is he's gonna ditch his hat and then summon, what's his name? Pinocchio, that's his name. And he'll shoot at us with these orbs. And his hat will also send volleys of missiles at us. They're not missiles, but, uh, bullets at us. And now this is his final stage. He just turns into this big genie, and we have to watch the pyramids, because they're gonna explode like that. And we have to be careful of the other pyramids as well. From the top of his hat, he's gonna send psi waves out at us. Or I call them psi waves because it's a Pokemon move. Which, that was an easy kill and not stressful at all. That'll give us access to our other ultimate that I'm not gonna get because it's just invincibility. Here we go to Baroness von Bonbon, everyone's favorite
Good thing
person
for all
of
12
murder
batters.
and
Here goes.
candy. So she'll have 3 stages that are basically all the same. It's just her sending some guard out to take me on that does nothing useful, like that guy. That guy's the gumball machine. He's the easiest one. So basically, he just jumps, and that's like his whole thing. I should be fine here. You might be hearing like a little, huh? That is this gate opening and releasing jelly beans to try to kill me. And this is a waffle. It will I don't know if it's randomly, but it'll just like explode. And I'm not really sure how to predict it. Anyway, she's gonna sit up there whenever, like, I do too much damage, I think, and she'll send this little, like, blast shot out at me. And it'll do a bunch of not much of damage. I'm actually kind of losing my mind right now. In this final stage, you can see what's happening. But she'll throw her head at me. And I really think that's kind of rude. You shouldn't throw your head at a guest. Like, even if your guest is trying to kill you so they can take your soul contract, I really think that's kind of mean. And, of course, I was almost done with the fight.
A great.
There we go. That's all the little parry wheel is good for. It's just, like, clutch saves like that. Because I should not have been able to win that fight, but... Oh gosh, I think this is gonna be like a C+. I'll take a B-. I thought it was gonna be a C. Because it's just... He's so Looney
A great
Tunes bird,
slam
but
and
his name
then
is
some.
Wally Warble.
It's on.
And he'll be a giant chicken in a house. Actually, probably a bird. But what his attack is he shoots those eggs, and they'll explode and do damage to you. But occasionally he'll whip out his handgun. He shoots his feathers, and he'll keep doing that until he gets tired like this. This is the only time you can really, like, get good damage in. Because he takes damage during this phase, or whenever he's doing that. but it's not as much. Now here comes probably the worst part of the fight, is this guy in baby form. My recommendation for this is just try to save your bomb for this, use it, and whenever he gets close, or whenever he closes in on you like that, just get back, or go to one side of the screen that he's not at and get back to the other side, where you can deal damage to him. And don't run into him. Now this one, watch for his birds that are carrying him, because they do not hesitate to kill. And watch for him getting like to the other side of the screen. Even without my feathers here in for it. What the?
Good.
His attacks, like the actual bird, isn't that good. You just have to be on the lookout for pills and stuff. 'Cause those are what's gonna get you. Now they're off to eat the bird. Which is so much fun. Anyways, that should be an easy fight. Unless if you have a problem with air missions, which is reasonable. In that case, I'd recommend using the life up mini power, but it's not required. Yay, Wally Warble. He's dead now. Woot. Peppy is by
Here's a
far
real high-class bout.
one of the worst
You're
boss
up.
fights in this game, in my opinion. Not this stage. This stage is easy. All he's gonna do is he's gonna back up and then ride the roller coaster part like directly to you. And I guess he gets close enough. Now this phase isn't as hard, but there is a new twist. It's the addition of this here train. On this stage, he just sends little balloon dogs out to kill you. And I guess I'm not paying attention enough.
A
But
great slam and then stop.
the dogs themselves aren't hard to keep up with as long as you're trying to keep up with the way that the roller coaster is. And I guess that hits me. That's a lot of damage if it's already this stage. I haven't even seen the train. But you can see the train coming in the background. So it's really easy to know when the train's near. So you can learn to adapt your play around it. But I'm not very good at this game,
A
it
great
seems.
slam and then
I
stop.
hate Peppy. Peppy's by far the worst. In my opinion, it's easier to just focus on surviving rather than trying to kill a boss. This stage is an interesting one. Oh, I'm dead. I killed myself. That sucks. You can hide under him, and he won't be able to hit you at all. But it comes at the cost of getting hit by the train. There's two stages to that. There's one where he's yellow and one where he's green. The yellow will send attacks above your head, and you gotta watch out for them. The green one will send two horseshoes out, and that one's not as hard, because you can just easily dodge them when you're not near them. Here comes the train. Gonna hit the train, and just keep my shotgun out so I have many opportunities to hit him. Okay, here's what I'm talking about with the green one. He just releases these, horseshoes. And they're really easy to dodge. Now this one, it sends attacks like directly above you and it swoops them down. This one is interesting. It's just the same as the thingamajig. I recommend just staying on these as best as possible and using your shotgun on them. But watch for these penguins. The penguins are deadly. They'll send baseballs at you. And it's not very fun. But other than that, if you have to, use your super and it should be an easy knockout. Just be careful of the train, because that will come in like a freight train, because it is a train. And it's not fun to deal with the train. I'll take a B here. I hate Beppy. He's by far my least favorite boss. Like, easily. I'm gonna end the video here. It was fun playing this. Next episode, we get to... Or it's just gonna be the, chronicles of me trying to kill this freaking dragon. But anyway... like the video, make sure you like, comment if you want, subscribe if you want, I don't care. Have a good night, later.